Good morning, guys. Stan here, and today I'm excited. I want to talk about money, and because I know money makes the biggest part of our lives. And we're not taught money at school. They teach you how to count it, and probably how to invest it, and that's all. They don't teach you how to multiply it, and at times they don't teach you how to earn it. The only thing that they teach is for you to get a job, be a doctor, be a pilot, that's what they teach you to do, to go to school and do specialize in one thing and be chained to a job, be chained to a profession. That's what they teach you about money. They want you to be chained to a profession, and that's most of the knowledge that we get. And our parents, they tell us the same thing, that get a job, get a good job, be a doctor, be a teacher, be a pilot, be this and be that, be a mechanic, be a nurse. They tell you these things because that's what they know. So today I just want to probably tell you something, or bring something to your attention that probably will change the way you look at money. So the most important thing about this time where we're living is the um, ability to learn. So at this point, people who are illiterate are people who are unable to learn, relearn, and unlearn, not people who can't read. Because at this century, we need to really adapt quickly to learn something, to relearn, to unlearn. So it's important to do the three things: to learn, unlearn, and relearn quick, because at times we stuck on the beliefs of yesterday, beliefs that do not serve us, because we're not learning, we're not unlearning, we're not relearning. So we need to find information that can help us to understand more about the things that concerns us, because you will not be truly free if you don't understand money, and if you don't know how money works. You're not going to be happy, you're not going to be truly satisfied. Not because money is the only thing that can make you happy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the money makes you comfortable. Money makes you able to do things that you want to do, buy the food that you want to eat, and stay in a place that way you want to, and be able to help people around you. That's the freedom money brings to you. So the money brings you choice. So today I want to talk to you about this. So it's important that you understand that schools are letting us down, because they are teaching us geography. They are teaching you where China is. They're teaching you. I'm not saying there's something wrong about you knowing geography. There's nothing wrong knowing about history. But how important it is to know where China is when you can't have the money to go there. How many people are traveling? How many people are going places? Yes, there's a quite number of people traveling. What's the percentage? Because most people have no money to travel, even in the country where they come from. They don't have, some people, if you're in South Africa, not many people have been to Cape Town, and many people have been to Polokwane, to tourist destinations. Not so many people have been to Vilikas, and it's in Soweto, and they're here in Joburg because they don't have money, they don't have the time, they're running around trying to make ends meet. So it's important that people should be taught the freedom that money brings and how to earn money. And also, unless you get your finances right, you're not going to get your life right. You're not going to get your relationships right if your money is not right. So it's important to get your money right. It's important to get your money working for you right. So here, there is a process called the M1, M2, and M3. This is like a process of money, or that explains how the money stages that most people do. The M1 is where the 96% of people are. They trade their time for money. They go to a job. So that's 96% of those people. They trade their time for a job. And then that's 96% of the population in the world. And then there's M2. M2 is a definite improvement of 3%, which is investing money to earn money. They invest money to earn money. That's M2. And This is a small number of people who do that. That's 3%. And then M3 is 1%. These people, they M3 is where all we should be aiming at. This group set up multiple sources of income. They what's are called MSIs. So they don't have one thing that they do. They have a lot of things that they do. They have a lot of companies that, or they have a lot of income generating projects that they do all the time for them to make money. So they don't rely on one source of income like the M1 who rely on a job to make money. So the M3, they have multi sources of income. They have a butchery there, they have a bakery there, they have a property portfolio, so they're always making money. They have multi sources of income, MSI, and these people are 1%, and this 1% in the world, they account for 96% of the money in the world. Just imagine that. 1% account for 96% of the money in the world. They have so much money because they set MSIs. So the earning power is very high because of the things that they do. And school does not teach us this important thing that we need to be creative in a way to try and come up with ideas to earn money. They say get a job, go to university, get a degree. And there's so much time that we spend getting these degrees. Other people are far, far ahead. I'm not saying I've got nothing against a degree, but you don't really need a degree to make money. I was watching Elon Musk the other day. He says, you don't need a degree. It's not really important in life to have a degree to make money. You just have to have a passion and wisdom to be able to follow the things that you want to follow. Like Elon Musk, from 13, he was trying to design games at age 13. And then he had, at age 20, he sold his company for millions and millions and made so much money, and now he's going to Mars. He's thinking about going to Mars, and just now he just said the Falcon Heavy to space, and this is so much. This is a big achievement for humankind. And they asked him, how does he feel? He says, it feels that we can inspire the people, and there's room for us to do more. It can inspire governments, it can inspire other people. So how would you feel if you feel anything that you can do can be successful? I'm not saying dream like Elon Musk. I'm just saying, can you have a little bit a bigger plan than you have now, and see the difference you can make in your life and other people's lives, and be prudent with the money that you get. So it's important to understand money, and it's important to be able to learn, unlearn, and relearn, because we're stuck with the information that does not serve us at this present moment, because our parents said so, because the church said so, because the pastor said so, because the government says so, because they don't teach you this. And I'm so disappointed in us today that there's so many companies now trying to apply for government help for them to just survive 30 days. What happened to saving? What happened to setting money aside for 6 months or for a year for expenses? We're now blaming government. Government is not giving us money. The UIF is not working. It shouldn't be like this, because government's job is to help its citizens. I understand, but government's most common job is to set up an environment for people to thrive. And I think this government, in South Africa especially, has tried very well to create such an atmosphere for businesses to thrive. But because we don't know how to look after our money, to cultivate our money, to multiply our money, we're struggling. We can't save money beyond 2-3 months of expenses of our businesses. And we now giving that burden to the government, where we should be able to say, how can we help our government to do better, to help those who have no opportunities than we have. So it's so disappointing that we are at this stage in life where the youths, the lifeblood of this country, are running to UIF, are running to the government for help, because they haven't saved enough money to cover them 2 months, 3 months to go through the COVID-19 epidemic. So it's important that probably we look at money be obsessed about making money, be obsessed about saving money, be obsessed about earning money, and be obsessed about multiplying the money. It's very important. I hope we learn from this lesson that we should be able to create resources or funds that will help us in terms of this, not just for 2 months, not just for 3 months, but maybe for a year, maybe for 2 years. We're spending so much, we're spending money faster than it comes. We're being brainwashed that we can use an overdraft. Yes, an overdraft. If you use it this month and if you don't pay it, you can't use it next month. But these are the things that are sold to us that we believe they make our lives easier. We believe in these loans and think, but if you're behind in 1 month, 2 months, you're working for those people, you get changed to those financial institutions. I think it's time that we look for information, that we learn, that we put our heads together and create an economy that serves us and create business that serves its people, be a business that serves us instead of for us running around making money for other institutions other than creating wealth for organizations and the people that work for us. And I want to go back again on the important things about this video, why I did this, that schools are not teaching us important things and the government is not enforcing that idea of financial knowledge that we should know. They only teach us how to count money, how to invest it here and there if you can, and how to write it down, how to account for it. I think it's important, but the most important thing is how do we earn money? How do we respect money? How do we grow money? How can we make it work for us and work for the people around us? Because you will not be happy or free if we don't know how to manage life. And I know this for a fact. If your money is not right, you won't be able to have good relationships with so many people, with your family, with friends, because people are always wanting to borrow money. You always phoning people to borrow money, always phoning people to do this, and that does not create a good relationship. And if you borrow money, you don't return the money because you don't know how to manage the money. And it's important that we understand the value money brings to our lives and what money can do for the people around us. So it's important that we learn, we look at our beliefs about money, and we see how they can serve us. It's not evil to want money. It's not a bad thing to want money. Money is not the whole root of all evil. It's the love of money. That's the root of all evil, not the money. Money is not the root of all evil. You must aspire to have so much money so you can help other people, you can help your community, you can help the church, you can help your relatives who are not as fortunate as you are. So let's learn, unlearn, and relearn our beliefs about money and the way our relationship with money and the way we look at money and the way we look at things and the way we look at buying houses and buying cars and buying things that we want to impress other people. And when in times like this, that's when we need money. So it's important for us to look at our money systems, understand where our money is going, understand where our money is coming from, and understand where we're investing our money and what we're trying to do with our money in our life. And I hope this video will try and give you some little things to think about, and I hope you learn a bit about money as I have done. And my heart is so that I haven't been really good about money, but we're not far away from that. And I just said probably let me share this with you because there's so much information, but we don't know how to access it or to get it, or we don't know how to apply it, or we don't have the wisdom to apply it in our lives so that it works for us. My name is Stan, and if you think this video was helpful, let me know in the comments below. And if you can, please share this video with your friends and colleagues, and also if you're still here on my channel, please subscribe and encourage other people to subscribe, and let me know what you want me to talk about next. And I hope this helps you, and I hope you won't forget. And if you do, please come back to this video again and learn more. The most important thing is learning. M1 is 96% of people rely on this one. They trade time for money. M2 people here, they do some investing. That's 3% who do investing money for money. And then M1 is the 1% that do multiple sources of income. MSI, they earn 96% of the money in the world. that's where the money is. So we should strive to be there, the top, where we can create so many sources of income around us. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe. My name is Stan. Bye.